You begin the night shift by entering the office and starting the paper entry process for the file logs. You arrive at the duty station. Your first step is to log your entry time in the shift record. Sitting at the desk, you prepare to access the electronic file system and start the night's logging tasks. The first file contains details that need to be verified and logged into the system for the night shift. Each file represents a log entry that must be accurately recorded to maintain the hospital's nightly routine. You cross-check the file data with the electronic checklist, ensuring every detail is logged correctly for accountability. Making handwritten notes helps in tracking any discrepancies that need to be logged later in the shift. The clock reminds you that time is limited and you must log all files before the first round. Some files require more detailed logging, with multiple pages that need to be entered into the night log. The monitor is the central hub for logging all updates, showing the real-time status of the night shift. Every update is logged electronically, creating a digital trail of the night's activities and checks. The physical logbook serves as a backup, with handwritten entries that complement the electronic logging system. A call from the night nurse provides an update that must be logged immediately in the shift record. Progress is measured by the number of files logged, and you're on track to finish the entry phase. The silent hallway outside contrasts with the focused logging activity inside the office during the night shift. A brief break to check the hallway is part of the routine, logged as a visual confirmation of quiet. Organizing the files helps in efficient logging, ensuring that no entry is missed in the nightly record. Priority files require immediate logging, with special attention to detail to maintain accuracy in the night shift. Double logging critical information ensures that night shift records are flawless and ready for the next day. The paper entry phase is complete, with all initial files logged and ready for the next stage of the shift. The night shift now enters the monitor check phase, where status screens are vigilantly watched and updated throughout. Accessing the central monitoring system is the first step in the night surveillance routine for logging updates. Each room is represented on the grid, with colors indicating the current status for quick assessment during the shift. Room 101 shows stable vitals, so you log the confirmation and move to the next check in the monitoring routine. The night nurse provides a verbal update on patient conditions, which you immediately input into the digital system. The office is illuminated by the soft light of monitors, each displaying critical data for the night shift surveillance. Cross-referencing the digital monitor with the physical checklist ensures accuracy in all logged updates for the night. The hallway monitor provides a quick overview of the entire floor, updated in real time for routine patrol checks. Midnight marks the halfway point of the night shift, a critical time for monitoring and logging all status updates. A phone call from another department adds new data that must be logged promptly in the monitoring system. A thorough review of all room statuses on the monitor confirms that no alerts are pending for this shift. The physical files complement the digital logs, creating a comprehensive record of the night's monitoring activities. Printing a summary report from the monitor provides a hard copy for the night shift archives and future reference. A silent acknowledgement from a colleague reinforces the collaborative nature of the night monitoring routine. The monitor automatically refreshes with new data, ensuring that the displayed information is always current and accurate. Logging the completion of a routine check into the system marks another task done in the night shift surveillance. A brief stretch break helps maintain focus during the long hours of monitoring the screens for updates. Your badge reflects the monitor's light, a constant reminder of your role in the night shift vigilance and logging. Preparing the monitor for the next round of checks ensures that the system is ready for continuous updates throughout the night. With the clock at midnight, the monitor check phase is progressing steadily towards completion on this shift. The slight adjustment of the monitor's brightness is a small but essential step to prevent fatigue during hours of screen monitoring. Logging the monitor's settings ensures that any future discrepancies can be traced back to specific configurations on this shift. The monitor's screen displays a continuous flow of data, its gentle glow illuminating the dark room in the silent hospital night. A colleague's message requires updating room 305's status on the monitor, integrating communication into the monitoring routine. At 0:45, verifying the clock against the monitor's timestamp ensures accurate logging of all monitoring activities for the shift. The monitor's power button glows steadily, a constant reminder of the ongoing vigilance required throughout the night shift. A brief walk to the door allows a different perspective on the monitor, ensuring no blind spots in the surveillance. Cross-referencing current monitor data with last night's report file helps identify any patterns or anomalies in room statuses. The monitor's screen reflects the night sky through the window, blending the digital and natural worlds in the quiet shift. Proper ergonomics while monitoring the screen is crucial to maintain physical comfort and alertness during the late hours. Exporting the monitor's data to a file creates a backup record for the night's monitoring session, adding to the log. The desk setup with monitor and accessories supports the continuous task of monitoring, with coffee providing a slight boost. A silent exchange with a colleague about the monitor's status reinforces teamwork without disrupting the focus on surveillance. Ensuring peripheral devices like the mouse are functional is part of maintaining the efficiency of the monitoring system. The monitor's screensaver kicking in is a reminder of the periods of inactivity during the watchful night shift. Summarizing the past hour's monitoring in the log consolidates the data and prepares for the next phase of the shift. At 1 o'clock, a final check on the monitor precedes a short break, ensuring all is stable for the moment. A stretch and deep breath help reset focus before temporarily leaving the monitor for a brief respite. The monitor stands as the focal point in the room, its light cutting through the darkness of the hospital night. Returning to the desk, you quickly re-engage with the monitor, continuing the silent watch over the hospital's night status. Reviewing the digital report ensures accuracy by comparing current monitor data with earlier records in the file log. The report and live monitor feed side by side allow for real-time verification and documentation of the night's status. Flagging discrepancies in the report is part of maintaining data integrity and preparing for the next phase of the shift. Whispering with a colleague about the report ensures teamwork without breaking the silence of the hospital night routine. Finalizing and saving the report at 1:30 completes the monitor check and transitions to the next duty of the night. The sign report stage begins, focusing on completing forms and adding signatures to documented data. Opening and reviewing the report file is the first step in the signing process, ensuring all information is correct. The signature section of the report awaits approval, highlighting the procedural step of authorizing documents. At 200 hours, a final verification of the report's content precedes the act of signing, adding to the routine's precision. Signing the report digitally authorizes the document and logs it into the system for record-keeping purposes. The desk setup shows the signed report on screen, symbolizing the completion of another task in the night shift. Printing a hard copy of the signed report creates a physical backup for archival in the hospital's file system. Filing the printed report in the cabinet ensures systematic storage and easy retrieval for future reference or audits. The organized file cabinet represents the structured approach to managing reports and documents during the night duty. Updating the checklist after signing and filing the report tracks progress and maintains accountability in the routine. A new report arriving on screen signals the repetitive nature of the duty, requiring consistent attention and action. The mounting pressure from multiple reports is managed by maintaining focus and adhering to the established procedures. Multiple open report windows on the monitor illustrate the volume of documentation handled during the silent night shift. A brief pause and stretch help alleviate fatigue before continuing with the next report in the signing routine. Completing and logging the signing of another report at 2:30 advances the shift towards the final stages of duty. Reviewing a complex report before signing ensures accuracy and adherence to the hospital's documentation standards during the night shift. The stack of signed reports on the desk represents the cumulative work completed in the silent hours of the night duty. Logging the signing of the complex report immediately after completion maintains a precise record for future audits. At 300, the pressure from pending reports is managed by staying focused on the sequential tasks of the night shift. Quickly signing a routine report streamlines the workflow and reduces backlog in the hospital's filing system. The clock at 3:15 marks the progression of the night shift, emphasizing the quiet and routine nature of the duty. Filing the physical report in the cabinet by date ensures systematic storage and compliance with archival procedures. Updating the digital checklist tracks the completion of reports and reinforces accountability in the night shift routine. A brief pause to stretch and hydrate helps manage fatigue and maintain focus during the extended night duty hours. The log on the monitor shows a chronological record of signed reports, illustrating the night shift's documented workflow. Signing the final report of the stage requires meticulous verification to ensure all data is accurate and complete. Cross-referencing signed reports with the checklist confirms completion and prepares for the next phase of duty. Closing report windows and organizing the desk signifies the end of the signing phase and readiness for logging. The tidy desk setup symbolizes a reset point as the night shift moves into the final logging routine. Opening the logbook at 3:45 initiates the systematic recording of the night shift's activities and observations. This stage focuses on logging the routine, documenting the end of the shift with precise entries and time checks. Writing the first log entry captures the beginning of the routine documentation for the hospital's night shift records. Logging clock times from the shift ensures a detailed timeline is preserved in the hospital's operational logs. The logbook with filled pages represents the culmination of the night shift's documented procedures and routines. Completing the final log entry at 400 concludes the night shift's documentation, ready for the next day's routine. Verifying the logbook ensures that every night shift activity is correctly documented for the hospital's official records. At 4:05, the clock indicates the late hour as the night shift approaches its conclusion. Cross-checking entries confirms accuracy and completeness in both the physical and digital documentation systems. Updating the digital log integrates paper records into the electronic database for seamless future access. Closing and shelving the logbook marks the end of this night's documentation cycle. Stretching after desk work alleviates physical fatigue before completing the night shift duties. Using the badge to exit initiates the final steps of the night shift routine in the hallway. The empty hallway embodies the solitude and calm of the late shift hours in the hospital. A brief exchange with a colleague acknowledges the shared completion of night duty responsibilities. Collecting items and turning off the monitor prepares the desk for the next shift's use. The tidy desk after shift end reflects the organized closure of nightly documentation tasks. Signing out on the duty log sheet officially records your departure from the night shift. Noting 4:20 in the sign-out log provides a precise end timestamp for shift documentation. The sign-out log with accumulated signatures shows the continuity of night shift routines over time. Walking towards the exit, you pass quiet rooms, highlighting the nocturnal calm of the hospital. Badging out at the main entrance marks the physical end of the night shift within the hospital. The hospital exterior at night displays a few lights, symbolizing ongoing care inside. A final glance at the hospital acknowledges duty completion before heading home from the shift. Checking your watch at 4:30 confirms the shift end time as you leave the hospital grounds. The empty duty desk at 04:35 signifies the routine's end, ready to repeat the same process tomorrow.